Hello everyone, I'm Ryan X1000, and Hayley came out with a new video called "The Male Club Epidemic Has Disgusted TikTok." But her take was both confusing, but also like unnecessarily targeted toward men for very superficial things, if you ask me. I understand there's a lack of club etiquette that is being shown here, but at the same time, she's trying to make it seem more like a men issue. Because apparently, if you're not dancing hard enough, you're not allowed to be on the platform and have a good time at clubs, apparently. We're gonna go through this together. I don't want to take up too much of your time. Your time is valuable, right? So I'm glad you're spending it here with me. So let's go through this together.
Alright, y'all, I hope to God my phone does not run out of space to record this, but let's start at the beginning and we have captions on to make sure nothing is missed. Let's do this.
Man, what are y'all doing? Honestly, there was a video that went viral on TikTok of a girl who recorded herself and her friend rightfully giving dirty looks to the man on the stage and said the epidemic of men being on platforms in the club is out of control, taking up all of the space for themselves so that not a single woman can get up there, all while dancing and feeling themselves to Single Ladies by Beyonce. Like our song?
Okay. I get it that maybe these guys were not letting women get on, but I didn't see any disputes. I didn't see them trying to keep women off. I didn't see that. And if you ask me, I guess the guys were moving around. Again, it was in slow motion. Did you notice that? It was in slow motion, so it looks like they're just standing around, but if you were to put it back up to normal speed, you could tell they're grooving. They're grooving and having a good time on the platform, right? And I could have sworn I did see a woman there. They weren't trying to keep everyone off. They weren't trying to keep everyone off the platform. In fact, let me go back. Right there. It was right there when we get past this portion. So these two girls are clearly don't like the look of men having fun. That's a joke, by the way, being sarcastic. There is a girl there. There is a girl on the platform. She managed to get up. And I wouldn't doubt it if more women asked nicely. Maybe they did. We don't know the context of this video. All we see is guys moving to music to all the single ladies. It's a catchy song. I'd probably bust a move too. I mean, it's a catchy song. And I've heard that I guess it's some sort of like gender role for that if guys are up on the platform at a club, that only makes sense at a gay club. Okay, I guess. That's kind of a weird, I don't know, superficial gender role to even have. Like, I don't know, I just seem that weird. Like, I've never thought of anything of seeing, I don't know, if I saw guys on a platform, I wouldn't even think anything of it. I'd just be like, well, they got their chance to go up there and have fun. That's my only thought. I didn't know this was a gender thing, like, at all. And as Hayley is ranting, there's this comment that says, and you just know they forced the girls out of the way to fight for their spot. We have no evidence of this. Does this happen at clubs? Maybe it does. I haven't gone clubbing before, but to be fair, there's nothing here. This is an assumption that Hayley is writing off on. I'll show you right now.
What the hell are you doing up there? Maybe if they were dancing and doing something with themselves up there, instead of standing around and swaying with their drinks, maybe I'd be willing to let it slide. But the fact that they're taking up space where women could be busting a move because you know they would, and having fun dancing with their friends because you know they would, it just tells me they want to be divas like we do.
So were the guys not busting a move and hanging out with their friends? Did you realize that the video was in slow motion? They were absolutely moving to the music. I mean, from what I've seen, hey, it's almost like as if men and women dance differently to the same music. They're both enjoying it just as much, but they dance differently. At least, that's how it's always been with me from what I've seen and from how I move, right? Like, how I dance, I'm grooving to it. I think most guys, they groove to the music because that's how they like to dance to it. They don't, it's just a different way of dancing, but they're just enjoying the music just as much. Alright, let's see what else she has to say. I think I accidentally ended a little too soon because she mentioned something right here. Hold up.
But the fact that they're taking up space where women could be busting a move.
Okay, wait, let's go past this. Hold up.
And having fun dancing with their friends because you know they would. It just tells me they want to be divas like we do. And that's not going
What? Okay, so she's like, okay, so now she thinks that the guys are thinking, yeah, this is gonna get me chicks. I mean, I'm pretty sure some of them are, but am I crazy for thinking, oh, I don't know, we just want to have a chance on the platform to have fun? And we finally have our chance because it's always been the girls on the platform. And now it's like, okay, can we have our fun now? I mean, I think this is a natural thing that's happening right now. It's like, well, shoot, we want our turn because it's a stupid gender role to be like, oh, this certain person can be on the platform, but not this one. And that goes either way. Like, these people could go on the platform at a club, but not these people. That's what this is really coming off as, and it goes both ways, right? Like, maybe the guys are trying to find their chance to have fun up there and just be bros, just grooving with their best buds. I don't know. And the immediate thought of just simply trying to get women. That's kind of a yikes right there. That's kind of a jump. Because I don't think I would be doing that up there with that in mind. And I think the reason why these guys aren't dancing good enough, like how you are implying, Hayley, is probably because they're trying not to look cringe. That's what it is. It's not because, like, they're just trying not to be cringe, because being cringe is like the worst thing you can do for anybody. Cringe haunts us. It will always haunt us. Okay, now she's going to go into a personal experience she had at the club. Let's see how this goes.
This has literally happened to me when I've gone out clubbing. I've walked into the club and I've seen men on the stage dancing like this. While the women are on the floor jumping around and singing with other women that they don't even know. You know, all of the things you're supposed to do on stage, not on the floor, and that just makes everything look uneven. Like,
Okay, wait, I accidentally just put out a bad frame. But, so, this is so weird. This is so, like, confusing. Okay, so, clearly the way guys dance to her, it's not good enough. It's quote-unquote, it's air quote dancing. Sorry that guys like to dance different. And they're probably enjoying the music just as much as anyone else. They just dance different. They like to groove. And even furthermore, I think the weirdest thing is the caption she even puts on. Let's go back. We're going to go back. We're going to read this caption. And this is another reason why club culture is dying. Men still think they're too cool and nonchalant to dance because it's too feminine. This has never been a thing that ever crossed my mind. As a guy who would probably like to go somewhere to dance, I never thought to myself, I'm being too cool or nonchalant. If I dance, it's too feminine. When? When was that even ever like a thing? And it says, for them to do, so it just makes the... Okay, let me get these captions off. Oh my gosh. Okay, it says, for them... Oh, because it's too feminine for them to do, so it just makes the club look boring and dull if they're taking up space on the stage. Oh my goodness. We're going to listen to what she has to say right here, but then we're going to pay attention to the actual video she's showing. Just, you'll see.
I can almost 100% guarantee you that a large majority of men on these platforms, at these clubs, want traditional women in a relationship. You know, women who cook, women who clean, women who want to be stay-at-home mothers and raise the children while the man goes to work. Like, they want all of that in a woman. They expect that in a woman, these men on these stages at these clubs. And then go ahead and take spaces away from women for them to have fun on and for them to dance on.
Are you telling me the platform was a women-only space? And for sure, maybe they do want traditional women, but I think the modern scope of gender roles does not include a platform on a club. Like, what? Like, who even? Why is this even a gender thing? Like, what? That's absurd. Wait, that's so absurd. Like, I've never heard this ever be brought up. That the platform clubs is a women's only space, or it's like a women's oriented space. This has never been brought up in anything I heard about gender roles and like what does each person do in the relationship. It's more about how to sustain that relationship, and like I just never heard of, oh, women could go on the platform but not men. What? So she's making it seem like, okay, so if the guys want to be on the platform, they're not willing to be a traditional man. I didn't know clubs at platforms mattered, apparently. Okay, now let's actually look at this clip we're seeing. I see a good amount of men on the floor and a good amount of women. There's a really good mix here in the club. It's just the guys happen to be on the platform this time, and they're grooving just as much as absolutely everyone else. Not even, both the men and women are moving around the same way. They are. I see women right there on the platform. They're right there. I see them. They're there. I see them. They're right here in the video. When you actually watch this video by itself objectively, there's hardly a problem. There were two people grooving right there. I think that was a boyfriend and girlfriend right there. They were just having fun on the platform. Absolutely no one cares who's up on the platform. You want to know why? Because everyone is having the same amount of fun in the same exact way. That's why. Check this out.
I'm sorry, but it doesn't. This is going to be controversial, but I have to say, if you want a traditional woman, you have to be a traditional man. Yep. Duh. Sorry, but...
So I guess being a traditional man means you can't have a good time at the club. You can't try to have fun. And, okay, let's play ball with this idea of like, okay, the men should get better at dancing. A lot of men have been pushed to keep to themselves, and they probably do want to come back to the club, and they're trying their best to get into the swing of things. Newsflash, stuff has been crazy for a lot of people since quarantine. And people are have been trying to reacclimate and trying to find their groove. What do you want there to be? Just have them dance better, I guess? But the guys are just dancing the way they want? Is that an issue or something? Since when does a club platform have to do with like traditional women or traditional men? Dancing and having fun now has rules for... Okay. It's so weird. I didn't even scrape the surface of this video. This is such a weird take from her. I don't know what's happening in her little noggin right now. Who knows? But that's it from me, y'all. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and stay awesome.